Ever wondered how to make the perfect cheesecake for every occasion? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're embarking on a sweet journey, exploring the art of creating 3 different cheesecakes. Each recipe has its unique charm, perfectly suited for any event, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, or a simple family dinner. These cheesecakes will surely steal the show. So prepare your taste buds for a decadent treat. Stay tuned to discover how to impress your friends and family with these irresistible cheesecake recipes. The first recipe we are diving into is the classic New York cheesecake, a timeless favorite. This velvety delight has a reputation for being delectably rich, yet surprisingly simple to make, armed with the right ingredients and a touch of patience. Let's start with the crust. The heart of this lies in graham crackers. You'll need about 1½ cups of finely crushed graham crackers, mixed with a 1/4 cup of melted unsalted butter and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Press this mixture firmly into the bottom of a 9-inch springform pan to create your base. Now let's move on to the star of the show, the filling. Begin by beating 4 8-ounce blocks of room temperature cream cheese until it's smooth and creamy. Gradually add 1 cup of granulated sugar, followed by a cup of sour cream and a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. We're looking for a consistency that's smooth but not too airy. Remember, quality ingredients are the key here. The cream cheese should be full fat and the vanilla extract should be pure, not imitation. Next, one at a time, add 3 large eggs, making sure each one is fully incorporated before adding the next. Once your filling is mixed, pour it over the crust in your springform pan, smoothing the top with a spatula. Now it's time for the baking. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake your cheesecake for about an hour or until the center is set and the top appears slightly dry. Let it cool in the oven with the door closed for another hour, then remove it and let it cool completely on a wire rack before refrigerating for at least 4 hours, or better yet, overnight. Patience truly is a virtue when it comes to cheesecake. The longer it chills, the more the flavors meld together, creating that classic indulgent New York cheesecake experience. And there you have it, a classic New York cheesecake that's sure to wow your guests. Scene script. Next up, we're taking a walk on the indulgent side with a chocolate hazelnut cheesecake. This cheesecake begins with a base that's anything but ordinary. It's a hazelnut crust, bringing a delightful crunch and a nutty flavor that perfectly complements the rich chocolate filling. To make this crust, you'll need crushed hazelnuts, a dash of sugar, and some melted butter. Combine these and press them into your pan, creating the foundation for the decadence that's yet to come. Now let's move on to the heart of this dessert, the chocolate filling. Rich, creamy, and oh so chocolatey, this filling is what chocolate dreams are made of. You'll need cream cheese, of course, but the stars of this filling are the high-quality dark chocolate and a hint of espresso powder. The espresso intensifies the chocolate flavor, making it even richer and more luxurious. Combine these with some sugar, eggs, and a splash of vanilla, and you've got a filling that's as smooth as silk and as rich as a bar of the finest dark chocolate. But we're not done yet. No, this cheesecake is topped with a layer of glossy chocolate ganache and a sprinkling of chopped hazelnuts, adding another layer of flavor and a delightful contrast of textures. The ganache is simple, just heavy cream and more of that high-quality dark chocolate. Heat the cream, pour it over the chocolate, and stir until it's shiny and smooth. Pour this over your cooled cheesecake, sprinkle with the hazelnuts, and you've got a dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious. This chocolate hazelnut cheesecake is a study in contrasts. The crunchy hazelnut crust against the smooth chocolate filling, the rich chocolate against the nutty hazelnuts, but it's these contrasts that make this cheesecake such a standout, a dessert that's sure to impress at any gathering. And that's how you make a decadent chocolate hazelnut cheesecake that will leave your guests asking for seconds. Our final stop is a refreshing lemon raspberry cheesecake, perfect for a summer event. We start, of course, with the base. A classic graham cracker crust is the foundation of our cheesecake. You'll need some crushed graham crackers, a pinch of salt, a dash of sugar, and some melted butter. Mix them all together until they resemble wet sand, and press it down into your pan. Bake it just until it's set and golden. This crust is both crumbly and crunchy, a delightful contrast to the creamy filling it's about to support. Next up, the heart of our cheesecake, the lemon-infused filling. It's a simple mix of cream cheese, sugar, eggs, and flour. But the real star here is the zest and juice of a few bright sunny lemons. The zest brings a punch of lemony flavor, while the juice adds a subtle tartness that cuts through the richness of the cream cheese. Blend these ingredients until they're silky, smooth. Pour the mixture over your cooled crust and bake until it's just set. This filling is creamy, tangy, and utterly refreshing. Now for the crowning glory, the raspberry topping. Take some fresh raspberries and sugar, cook them down into a thick, luscious sauce. The tartness of the raspberries, combined with the sweetness of the sugar, creates a topping that's the perfect counterbalance to our lemony filling. Once your cheesecake has cooled, spread this ruby red sauce all over the top. It adds a splash of color and an extra layer of flavor that makes this cheesecake truly irresistible. The combination of tart and sweet flavors in this lemon raspberry cheesecake is what makes it a real crowd pleaser. The crunchy graham cracker crust, the creamy lemon-infused filling, and the tart raspberry topping all come together to create a dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious. It's the perfect end to any meal, or a sweet indulgence just because. And there you have it, a lemon raspberry cheesecake that's as refreshing as it is delicious. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips and tricks to ensure your cheesecakes are a hit every time. First off, preventing cracks. It's a common issue, but easily solvable. The key lies in the baking process. Always opt for a water bath. This technique helps distribute heat evenly, reducing the risk of cracks. Also, avoid overbaking. When the outer ring of your cheesecake is slightly puffed and fairly firm, but the inner circle still jiggles like soft jelly, it's time to turn off the oven. Next up, achieving the perfect texture. Room temperature ingredients are your friends here. Cold ingredients don't blend as smoothly, leading to lumps. So, allow your cream cheese, eggs and sour cream to sit out for a bit before you start. Also, remember not to overmix your batter. Too much air can cause the cheesecake to puff up, crack and then collapse. Finally, let's talk about storing and serving cheesecakes. Always chill your cheesecake thoroughly before serving, ideally overnight. This allows it to firm up and makes cutting cleaner slices a breeze. When storing, keep it covered in the refrigerator. It will stay fresh for up to 1 week. If you want to freeze it, wrap it tightly in aluminum foil and then put it in a freezer-safe bag. It can last up to 6 months frozen. With these tips in mind, you're well on your way to making the perfect cheesecake. And that concludes our sweet journey through the world of cheesecakes. We've embarked on a culinary exploration that started with the timeless, classic New York cheesecake, a testament to tradition and simplicity. We then delved into the rich and indulgent world of the chocolate hazelnut cheesecake, a sublime blend of textures and flavors that never fails to impress. Our adventure culminated with the vibrant and refreshing lemon raspberry cheesecake, a perfect balance of tart and sweet that dances on the palate. Each of these recipes is an invitation to explore the delightful world of cheesecakes, a world filled with endless possibilities and boundless creativity. They are more than just dessert, they are expressions of art and love. So, why not roll up your sleeves, gather your ingredients, and embark on your own cheesecake adventure? Remember, the secret to a great cheesecake lies in the quality of ingredients and the love you put into making it. Happy baking!